If you've been asking Spirit for clarity, this reading might help you gain the insight you're looking for. My name's Carrie. I'm a psychic medium and I help people develop their psychic abilities. Welcome in. We're going to go ahead and do a reading for you today, which really focuses on what messages you need to hear right now for your spiritual path. You want to make sure that you stay for card number 4 because I'm going to have you tune into the energy psychically and see what you receive. So I'm going to switch my camera. We're going to get started. Now, these readings are channeled messages. I work with my guides to bring forth those messages that you need to hear for your highest good. So we're going to go ahead and just get started. As I said, card number 4 is going to be one I'm going to have you focus on and see what you pick up about it psychically, and then we'll reveal it at the end. So let's go ahead and lay down 8 cards for this reading. So there's 1, 2, 3. All right, now I want you to close your eyes for a minute, and I want you to just tap into the energy of this card. And what you're going to be doing is checking in to see what impressions you get. Possibly an image, a knowing of what the card is, or possibly a message that's connected to the card. And then at the end, we're going to reveal it. So make sure you stay tuned for that. All right, we're going to pick a few more cards, and then we're going to get your reading started. The thing I always like to tune into when I'm connecting in psychically to do a reading is I'm looking at my client's energy, or in this case, your energy, since this is for the collective. I'm asking Spirit to guide this reading and to give us exactly what we need for your highest good. And when that happens, you're tuning in into the collective consciousness and you're bringing forth messages. So the first thing we're going to start this reading off is with Oracle card. So the Oracle card is going to really guide the entire reading. So let's go ahead and just see what we're getting. So we're getting the card of the broken heart. So likely this reading is going to be for you if right now you are working on healing your heart chakra. Now this could be connected to you in a relationship. We're going to see if that's the case, or it could be dealing with self-love and understanding yourself. Okay. And again, remember, this is the card we're going to wait till the end. That'll be our last card. So I'm going to turn all these towards you, and you can let me know what you're resonating with this already. You can see the images here. We have quite a bit of major arcana coming through already for you. So the first thing I'm really drawn to in your reading is this. We are looking at the Empress card and then connecting in with this broken heart. So for me, this feels like you're connecting in with yourself, with your intuition, but also connecting in with what makes you feel drawn to creation, what makes you feel a sense of being enriched in your own physical body, what makes you feel creative, what makes you feel as though you're coming from a place of authenticity and authority. And this maternal energy towards yourself feels extremely important. But the thing is that right now we're dealing with definitely something connected to either a relationship you're in or the divisiveness in this relationship, and possibly a misunderstanding or a misuse of trust within a connection. This feels very important. And the other thing that is coming is because of the Death card coming up, this means likely that there's some kind of ending here, that something has been possibly broken or something's going through a huge level of transformation. The other thing that I'm really noticing here has a lot to do with the color red that's really coming up, because we're seeing it not only in the broken heart, but we're also seeing it in all around in the rest of this reading. And so it's making me feel as though this has a lot to do with your first chakra. The first chakra, as we know, is with the color red. And so this is feeling as though you've had a massive shift in your either home situation or something that's made you feel grounded and centered normally. But also, red is the color of our life force energy, right? It's the color of our blood. So that has a lot to do with what empowers you, with what makes you feel alive, what makes you feel successful, what makes you feel empowered. The thing that I'm also really noticing here in general with the death card is that transformation is right on the heels of what you're experiencing right now. So you are not stuck. You are moving forward. It does feel like almost like some kind of a death has happened within you. And so one of the things I'm really noticing, especially with the water that I'm noticing in the star card, and then also with the sun card coming in, is that the thing that's going to help you feel the most cared for, nurtured, validated, and insightful is when you're dealing with your emotions and doing some kind of either ritual or some kind of a ceremony or something that's going to really help for you process your emotions. This also feels like this process that you're going through, this release, this transformation, the ending of something that's happened here, it feels like this is actually going to help you break away from some limiting thoughts that you have. The thing I'm also noticing energetically, it feels to me like this was something in your subconscious that you were very concerned about. You were worried that this would happen. You were worried there would be an end. And you're facing one of your deepest fears right now. And this does feel like something you probably dealt with from your childhood. Either you're watching your parents' relationship end or someone passing away and there was a loss, some kind of a tragedy, a bigger experience that affected your family structure. This again, going back to the first chakra, which is a primary foundational platform of what you stood on, right? And when that gets taken away, it's like a tower moment. Everything feels like it's ending. It feels as though everything is collapsing, right? I'm feeling also drawn. I'm going to pull another oracle card to just support us where we are now. So tune in with me here. See if you're feeling anything about what might come out in this support card. Again, another little psychic exercise. I do want to let you know I have a membership called The Sanctuary. If you're someone who is interested in developing your psychic abilities, and you know that you have a lot of raw abilities and they're coming up for you, now is a perfect time to come and join us. Have a free membership and all the information is listed below. And we would love for you to join us. Here's our card. Yep. Man with the coins. So this feels like, again, it's related to a relationship and also stability financially. So possibly you did either depend on this person or you built a life with this person, or in some way there's a destabilization of your finances. So that is really causing this upset. The Two of Pentacles also tells us that you're trying to make up your mind. So this could be you thinking about moving, you thinking about what your next step is, selling your home, keeping your home, what comes next. It's hard for you right now because you don't have all the pieces of the puzzle and you're wondering what should come next. So you feel like you're in uncharted territory. That's the whole trigger here. One thing I'm also noticing as these cards are stacking on top of each other and going more in a row, and the hardships I'm getting are happening right now. That's what it feels like. Because again, the death card is here with the Eight of Swords. So you're going through this right now. But look at all the promise that's coming up ahead of you. There's so much to be excited about. I know you're vacillating and you're not sure how it's all going to come together, but I feel like you have a lot of support. So that would be friends, that would be some family members or people that feel like family. Now, I promised you guys we were going to look at this card we were going to reveal. So let me know in the comments right now if you have an idea of what that card could be. I'm going to pull two more cards to support this reading. Very good sign, Eight of Wands and the Four of Wands. Wow, this is such validation for you because what this is telling you is that you are going to quickly move into this position of moving into a happier space. Eight of Wands is one of the fastest cards in the entire 72 deck. And Four of Wands shows that you're moving into a place of new life, new stability, and also in the future, you will have another even more meaningful relationship, it feels like to me. Okay, we've come to the last part of the reading. We are going to pull the card. So, one more time, if you haven't already written down what you think that card is when working on our psychic exercises, I want you to tune in one more time and I want you to see what impressions you're getting. I'm going to remind you that could be shown in the way of a feeling. You might get a symbol. You might get the whole card. You might get a sense of what it means. That's another one of my favorite ones for my students. And when you're ready, we're going to turn it over. The World card. I want you to just take a good look at that. Look at all the symbolism that we got in that card. Right? So even if you didn't get the exact card, you might have gotten one of the symbols or the colors or what the meaning was. But also, this is your reading. And this reading shows that you've completed this cycle that has challenged you so much. And you're moving into this beautiful place of alignment, even though it feels challenging and difficult. I look forward to seeing you in the next reading. Take care.